Salute, comrades. This is Behind the Walls Talk with your founder, William McCallum, and I thank you for visiting this domain. I'm here to give you an insight into the minds and hearts of those incarcerated that have been deemed voiceless. Well, this is where their voice and stories will be told for those of you who are concerned with human beings that are in prison for the mistakes they have made and for some of the injustices that were committed against them. Resolutions for reform is the goal and objective looking to be obtained. Now step into our world.
Hello, this is your co-founder, Frankie, with Behind the Wall Talk. Today we have a very special interview with one of our moms, one of our first mothers that we are going to do an interview with, and we're very thankful for her. So let's get the interview started. Will you tell the listeners your name and where you're from?
My name is Mary Chatman. I'm from Burlington, North Carolina, reside in Greensboro.
What is your child's name and how much time do they have?
My daughter's name is Meranda Watlington. She got the L +8 and no parole.
Where is Meranda currently located at?
She's at Anderson Correctional Women's Prison for Women.
Okay. And I'm going to go back. So when you say she has an L, for the listeners, that means a life sentence.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
8 years or 8 months? Which one was it?
8 years.
8 years, right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's without parole too, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So my next question for you, Miss Mary, what was it like going through your child's sentencing? What was your thoughts and emotions that were going through your mind during that time?
It's over. It's over. When I was going through the trial with my daughter, and I got up in there, just the vibe up in there, the coldness, it didn't even feel right to me. It seemed like when I got up in there, the people had already decided what they was going to do, And then, after the judge, that shit was like in a game, it really just did it. I was already feeling pain for, the Tucker family and, my daughter and my niece, but for them just come out with no cause and actually it hurt it. And I was really hurt. And I asked, can I just hug my baby? It's been 3 years, can I just hug her? And he looked at me and he said, no. And that hurt it. It was so cold.
So you asked to hug Meranda because you haven't seen her in 3 years, and they denied it? Was that after the sentencing or before the sentencing?
Right after.
Right after. When they were taking her out.
Yeah, and then when they was bringing her in, nobody wasn't in there, no recess. I said, can I just hug her? He said, no. I said, man.
And he also mentioned that they asked you if you was in the game?
Yeah. It wasn't nobody in there but the lawyers, my daughter, my niece, her lawyer, them DAs, people on the side, and the Tucker's family, and me. And he looked directly at me. No calls. I was dressed like a thug with bandana under my head, no tattoos everywhere or anything like that. I was presentable, He looked, and when he said it, I didn't pay no attention to him. But my daughter was like, who? My mama? No. I was like, no, sir. I'm not in no kind of game. And that puzzled me for a good while. Like, why would he ask me that? So, I feel like they put, it wasn't right. Still, in my opinion, it wasn't right. The system all don't work for themselves. They're not really looking at what the people is going through. They just want to just put everybody away like monkeys because they don't really care. They really don't.
It seems that way.
But if she was on the other feet, it'd be totally different. And it need to be
their
equal.
child or their loved one, right?
Yeah, right. It need to be equal with the black and the white thing because it was another person. They wouldn't even. And I don't see so much of it. It's just like up under the rug. I look at news all the time. I look at what's going on there all the time. Up under the rug, and it was meant and intentionally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, you know, the trial still going on there. Thing we still doing what we're doing, but I feel like they treated my daughter like a monster, and didn't realize that her and Miss Tucker had they got close within that time. Leaving from the club, going to the Exxon, or leaving from the club, going to cookout, going to the Exxon. You know, anybody with any kind of sense would know this was not planned. This was nothing that nobody meant to do. And nothing was going to my mind like, where's all them people that was jumping on my daughter and you see the piss running out of her? Why they weren't charged? Where they at? You know? Why this Exxon is still sitting up here and all these people don't get killed at this Exxon and then you don't have a camera? You know? Why people just can get and go because you expect things to happen? Not the first time somebody got killed there. Not the second time. Not the third time. It's just a death trap right there. But you ain't got no cameras. And then a man tell me that works there, say in court, he just watched them beat the one in the yellow pants. That's my daughter. 110 pounds. These dykes look like they was there three big men. And all of them was studs. The one stud she got into it with, you know, she switched up so fast. You know, and telling the police, oh, you might want to go get the ones out there to drive the car. But you switched up so fast you started. But y'all didn't ask no questions. Y'all didn't do no investigation on them people. You just got two people.
And they're going back to court right now, so hopefully things will work out better for Meranda and your niece.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yes, ma'am. Because a whole lot of things they ain't do.
I'm sorry, what you say, Miss Mary? Repeat
I
that.
said a whole lot of things they didn't do with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They had alcohol level, you know, beat down on the ground. Could have died herself. They was the victim. They was the victims. The Tucker girls, you know, God bless her soul. She got out, tried to help. I don't know where her cousin was, but the Tucker girl tried to help. I seen one time on the video she was in the seat, you know, but they cut all that stuff. Only thing they kept her pulling up back and back. You don't know if that car had an oil leak or anything. You didn't do nothing to it. You didn't do nothing to my daughter. She was ahead, right? What was going on? You didn't care about my daughter. All they want to do is just get a talk. A talk. That's it.
Okay.
What was the other people? I think it was all just a setup. You must be calling the police, but you call backup over this. All these families hurt over mess. They could have been prevented. Call the police ahead of time. They could have been there. They didn't come. They came afterwards. And what good was that? Nothing. Nothing. But they're here to serve and protect who? Serve and protect who?
I'm going to take the temperature for a second because you get into the interview, and we got more questions that you could touch on what happened in court. So let's change the temperature a little bit for a second. Miss Mary, I'm not trying to be rude. You know that I love you. But then, we got some questions that's going to get into that a little bit more. So I just want to ask you.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You know how we talk, though,
Yeah.
So what has been the hardest part of your journey as a mother with Meranda being incarcerated?
Just coping, trying to keep myself together, making sure, I'm right and, my head is right and just trying to stay strong for my daughter. I don't clean up a whole lot myself, get my mind right. Doing different things ain't with, the crowd. I don't, just a homebody now, just trying to Take one day at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
Take
Hey,
care of my health.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You go ahead and finish your statement. I thought you were finished. That's me.
I'm getting it.
Okay. Has your relationship changed with Miranda since her incarceration? Good for the bad or better? Has it
It's
changed
good.
at all? Okay.
It's good. She let me know she's humble. She loves me. She's all right. She tell me to take care of myself. Should I take my medicine? You know, she basically worried about what's going on right here in this household. You know, I tell her, don't worry. We all right here. I'm not, when it first happened, like I said, I was in a little struggle. Lost everything, homeless, it was a struggle. I thought I was going to lose my mind, but God kept me. I'm still coping, I'm still praying. I always pray. I always keep the Tucker family in my prayers. Always. They're the first one to pop up. When I wake up, when I go to sleep.
Understand.
Yeah.
Our condolences always to the Tucker family.
Yeah.
So, what keeps you going through the hardest days? I know from our personal conversations, you are a woman of faith. You believe in God. So, is that what you lean towards? You lean towards your faith in God. What else keeps you going on the hardest days of not having Miranda home with you?
I write. I write my journey. A lot of things I don't share with people. I share them in my journal. I write to God all the time. I can be asleep and wake up and I'm just writing, because something came to my mind. But just a lot have changed. This is a mother and a child, and you miss them, and
Yes,
again, my heart goes out to the Tucker family. I do.
Yes, ma'am. Do you feel supported by your family, friends, or community? Why or why not?
I feel like nobody really care. It's not them. It's not their kids. And my family's just tug from one end to another. You taking sides, this and yet. My mama, she was torn for a long time. My daughter, my sister's daughter, it caused a whole lot of conflicts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caused a whole lot of conflicts and, still the tension in the air. So sometimes I don't even really stay around. I just come back to my place, since I do have a place now. I don't have to go at nobody's house and sit and, do the things they want me to do.
I know in our past conversations, I know you said you have spoke in the community about things you went through as well, correct?
Right.
Okay. So you do have you are active in the community when it comes to speaking out.
Yes.
Already. Okay.
Yeah.
How has Miranda's incarceration affected the rest of your family?
Her big brother, Sandula, when it happened, my God, my big brother just turned 41 years old. And when it happened, I haven't heard my son cry in God knows how long. And he poured it out to me. He cried. He poured it out to me. And after that right there, he cried no more. He just let me know, Mama, I am a human, But after he let that out, he didn't do it no more. He didn't cry no more. And it's like, he just had to just stay with me for a little bit because he didn't want to see me hurt. He knew I was hurting me. He didn't want to see me hurt. He didn't want to be around. He didn't know what to say. He don't know what to say. They don't know what to say. My baby boy, he was incarcerated when it happened. When he called me that night. You know, it's Miranda's 34. My son reads that. He's 35. You know, just like twins. Both of them Pisces.
Okay.
You
It was close. Were they close together? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My kids are close with each other. Yeah, you know, my son being, you know, the girl, you know, the boys is very protective. And she was very protective of her brothers. You know, it's a close-knit family. You know, my mom, you know, she's very supportive. Very. 70 years old. She's very supportive. You know, she still try to do this, do that. I tell her, sit down sometime, you know. My sister Barbara, you know, she helps when she can. My sister Paula, you know, everybody got a little struggle with them, but you know, it is what it is on that end. But I got church that my daughter turned me on to Deliverance Temple Worship Center, Pastor Gary Austin. You know, I started going back there. But I haven't been there in a while because I haven't had transportation. And really nobody ain't reached out to me since then, you know. So I get church at home because church is in my heart.
Oh, what's up? Yes, ma'am.
Church is in my heart, you know, because a lot of things ain't right in church. And, you know, it is what it is on that.
Well, they used to call it bedside Baptist. Just wake up and put it on the TV. We get the word, though. You know.
That's right. That's what I do. That's what I do.
And who can judge it? Nobody.
That's right.
You still get your word in, you know.
And it seems like when I turn it on, he's talking directly to me.
Hey.
Exactly what I'm going through. And that give me more courage. And then let me know God is listening. I already know He's listening. I already know He's answering my prayers. I already know this. So whenever He break out, it won't be a shock to me. Because I already know.
Yes, ma'am. Now, Miss Mary, when I cut you off earlier about talking about our case, this question right here is for that part. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, do you feel, I already know the answer myself, but I want you to tell the listeners, do you feel your child received fair treatment by the justice system? Why or why not? And we want to be kind of mindful because they are going back to court, but the truth is always welcome. Okay? So I'm going to let you have the floor with that one, okay?
Okay. I feel like the justice system, especially Gifford County, they are not treated, my daughter wasn't treated right. They didn't look at everything. They didn't evaluate my daughter. She was a victim out there. She was getting beat on. She was 110 pounds, getting beat by about 10 dykes. I thought they was men. I said, who in the words of men on my daughter? And they beat her like that. You see the kids running out. And one of them holler, oh, he beat her so bad, he pissed on himself. You know? And it was really like shocking. And then when it was the Tucker girl, the girl hollered out, oh, I knocked that bitch out. But, you know, all this stuff right here, they cut out. They cut all this out. Young people changing their shirts, doing this, doing that. They cut it all out. Everything. And you work anywhere in the system, in the courthouses or the jail, and your child go out here and do something, they're not going to be charged for it. They're not even going to bring it up. It's going to be swept up under the rug. I don't understand how people can do things and know they did it and sleep. When you got a life gone and innocent people, these things could have been prevented. And they, you know, everybody could have loved y'all, go in the store and get out the store and go back to business. Well, hanging that ex-son where everybody don't get killed at. And it's a party house. It's small anyway, I don't really see why it's still up, to tell you the truth. They ain't got no cameras.
So it's is it a dangerous area or
yes,
a dangerous store to
It's
go
small. To? It's small. When you go, everything is close together. You smashed up. Little bitty car wash. It's small, right across from Hooters. On Gate City, you know. But there's so many people. My friends don't got killed there. You know, and a lot of this stuff, when you talk to the police, they don't cover no black area real fast. There's one less black person on the street. You know, they don't care. Now, I'm not trying to be racist, but it was a white man who just went. He slapped her on the wrist. Go ahead. And they meant to do it. Burning people up, doing this, doing that. Meaning to do it. I sit there in the courtroom, I look at TV, they let them go. Let them go. Judge is crooked, officers crooked. They need to be evaluated themselves. They need to be tested for drugs and alcohol themselves. They didn't go through things because they didn't remain suit. And I guarantee they got a whole lot behind. And I bet you won't pass all the drug tests. This is it. Like what's the girl say? What's that girl name? Crooked ass cops on Training Day.
I never seen Training Day. I need to watch Training Day.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it. Mason, what's her name? No, the one with the afro. I forgot her name. She said crooked ass cops. But they Denzel Washington. That's what they is.
Oh, with Denzel, I heard of that movie. I will have to watch it.
Training Day. Training Day. Denzel was a crooked cop. He had a little rookie with him. He wanted to do right because he didn't know they was doing bad until at the end. Then he realized it was bad. And he tried to get out. Jesus tried to keep him in. Jesus got messed up, you know. But anyway, it's court appointed. All of them. They work together. I already know they're going to do these people.
For the court appointed attorneys, you said they all work together?
All of them work together.
So they already kind of figured out what they're going to do, right?
What they're going to do. They already discussed. They don't look at the paperwork. They don't already label them as monsters. But the monsters that's in jail, the boys that killed the parents, they trying to come up.
Yeah, you're right.
They're trying to get up out of there.
I got a question for you. What changes do you believe are needed in the criminal justice and prison system? Or the prison system? The criminal justice system or the prison system? What changes do you believe are needed?
It didn't make changes in both of them. The criminal system, as I said, they need to be evaluated, tested, watched, see what they're doing. If they're flying the wall, they're doing a whole lot. But they just ain't got caught yet, you know? They got a whole lot of mess, a whole lot of things they got to come and account for. Check out the ones that work at the probation. There's some of the staff. Because like I say, if they got anybody kin to them, they work in the system, ain't nothing going to happen to them. They're going to cover that up, just like they did. They're going to cover it up, you know. But that's on to the next episode. But like I said, all this would have been aborted. All of it. If it would have just called the police, and the police would have got there like they're supposed to. They knew when they got there late, it was going to be a mess, especially called it ex-son. They knew. When they say Exxon Gate City, they already know what it is. You know. One of my daughter friends called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Mom, I said, yeah, what's going on? She said, Mom, now you talk to Rand. I said, no, I'm going to, no. I hit some first thing I did was pray, got on my knees. I prayed for the victim. I prayed for the Tucker girl. I prayed for her and her family. I prayed for my daughter too, but first thing I did was I prayed for the one that got killed. It hurt so bad. So bad. It hurt. You know, I said, you know, if I was in that predicament, because I know her dad hurt when he had my daughter, you know. You killed my daughter.
Yeah. All right.
And that just slowed me down. Because my daughter, she's really sweet. She won't hurt to fly. And there was so much yet like she feel nothing. She was hurt. They don't know if someone said I had, someone's wrong with her head, anything. She was hurt. Oh, I went out to the Tucker dad. When he said that, and I wanted to tell him no, from her. She's not like that. They actually tried to help. I won't try to help. They tried to help me get anything in the job. Both of them tried to help get her back in the car. And he kept coming out, oh God.
Okay, we're going to take a pause and a breather. You're going to have me crying over here. 1 second.
It's bad, man. It's bad. I don't understand how people can sit around and watch people get beat and not do nothing. When I was growing up, there's no way in the world that I want anybody that I know that you're going to beat them down like that. I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to watch. Like, it's funny. That's life.
You're looking for a viral moment, Miss Mary. The first thing they do is pull out the cameras and rather record and stop something from happening.
Right.
They want to...
So my daughter slapped one camera from a girl, you know, get it out of her face. And they run around there laughing, run around a little bit of tanks.
It was a show to them. Yes, ma'am.
And they don't realize the lives they took. When they don't realize the people they hurt and cover something, they will have to pay too. They will have to pay. And not right now, but they don't have to pay. They got to go in front of a judge. The judge going to have to go in front of a judge. The officer's going to have to go in front of a judge. All of them is. All of them is. God don't like ugly.
Well, let's change the temperature a little bit, okay? Let's go. Let's talk about something more lighter. What are your hopes and dreams for Miranda's future?
My hopes and dreams is that she just get out, do what she need to do, better herself, picture some of these people, and let her know that this trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of, and let her know that, you know, you ask the person again, if you will, come on, let's go. If they don't go, please go on about your business and call somebody and tell them, come and get your people. Don't stand out there, just leave. I just want my daughter to, well, she always stay away from people, you know. Just Keep on pushing. Where will God lead her to? Keep on pushing. Keep pushing. Because He's going to use them. And He's going to use my boys too in a mighty, mighty way. So I don't look at this as nothing bad for my daughter. She had time to think, but she knows she had to pay for a state, whatever it was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is. Again, my heart goes out to the Tucker family. Always. But
yes,
I just want the best for her. I want the best for her.
absolutely.
I want the best.
What would you say to another mother who is just now beginning this journey?
It's not easy, baby. It's not easy. Number one, stay prayed up. Get you a good church. I want to get you a good channel on TV. The church is in the heart. Get around some positive people. Stay busy. Stay busy. No negativity in your life. Just keep on pushing. Keep on being supportive. Let your babies know I love you, and whatever it is I can do, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on, you know. Most of all, make sure they know you love them. Take care of yourself, so they won't have to worry about you while they doing what they doing. Oh man.
Okay.
Let go. When you let it go, give it to God. Don't pick it back up.
That's a message. Yes, ma'am. What is something you would like the listeners to know about your child? Not about her crime, but as Meranda. Who Meranda is and who Meranda was.
They probably already know. The majority already know. Miranda's sonny, Reverend. They know her as that big old smile of her. She's always fly. Always looking good. Like a boss. You know. Always out here to help somebody. She help everybody she can. She lost her kid. She get everybody else's kid, take them to the zoo. You know. She take care of her animals, Lord have mercy. She had a cat before she went in there sitting and called about that cat like it was a child. Don't do that. Don't do that. She care about her animals, the kids. She love her grandma to death. She love her brothers. I mean, she just show love to everybody. Everybody. She's a worker. She's a go-getter. She work. And she like the best in everything. Everything. She like the best. And if she like the best, she'll make sure her mama got the best. And her nephew got the best. And any kids or people around her, she got them. You know, that's what Miranda is. She's a good person. And I'm not just saying it because of my daughter. She's really a good person.
That's right.
She loved church too now. I kept her in church. She carried me on to the church. We went faithfully. You know, they live in Seven Worship Center, Gate City. That's the Gary House. Yeah.
Okay. So I have another question for you. Well, we talked to the legislature, we email, we have had meetings with NCDAC, the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections. We talk to them often, and they have listened to our podcast. So speaking to them directly, the General Assembly of North Carolina and the NCDAC, what would you like to say to them about laws or anything? What would you like to changes you would like to see made What would you like to say to them directly as a mother?
As a mother that's got her kid juggling fast-screen, as a mother, I would just like to say, just look over some things. Check things out before you give people a sentence. Give them a chance. Let them speak. Give them a chance. Just don't pick anybody off the streets to handle, be a jury. Give them a chance. Don't just label them as a monster. People are good. They've been through stuff. Evaluate them like you do the other colors. Say they meant or something, and less. Do them right too. Treat everybody the same. Treat everybody the same. It's a mess in these courthouses. I would like for y'all to look at some of the judges, give them a test. Some of the officers, staff, give them drug tests. Because they crooked. Mind how they talk to people as they're human beings too. You don't have no right to come off on me like that. It's I'm in the game. It's you in the game. But evaluate them people. They're not right. And drink before they come. Sometimes they have an attitude before they get there. If they got an attitude, they give you what they want to. Judge, my daughter went in front of, he good for giving you the L. No matter who go in front of him, it's L. But, I would just like the legislators to know I miss my baby. And I'm so sorry for the loss of the Tucker daughter. But I feel like they need to look at all that tape. Look at them people that was out there. Look at them people that started it. All this could have been prevented. Police would have got there in time. Them people would have been out there with them phones. Look at the tape. Anything could have been wrong with the car. Anything could have been wrong with my daughter, but he banged her head. Look at the tape. Look at the tape. They cut a whole lot of stuff. They just show what they want to see. Look at the tape. Look at the tape. Look at the people. Look at the people that was out there. Charge them also. It's not right. It's not right.
Yes, ma'am.
The Tuckers could have I could have had my daughter. But they could have been out here with kids. Look at the tape. You hear me? Look at the tape. Look at it. Don't look at what you want to look at. Look at it. Pray over it. Pray over it. See if this is what God will want to do. Is this right? Pray over it before you give him sentence.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Miss Mary. How can people on the outside show up for families like yours?
Support them. We need to get together and just be more supportive of one another. Stick together. Help each other. We forgot how to help. We really forgot how to love. It's so twisted. Just come together. Instead of comparing, let's come together as one. Let's do something. Just stop the violence instead of just talking about it. Put that money towards something positive for our race instead of jury shoes and all that mess. Have something to show to help us, to help y'all. Do something positive. Do something positive with that money. They waste it. They wasted money.
Oh, yeah.
They'd rather do something else with the money before they give you a dime. You know? I know my people. I know people got money. They don't. No, some of them, yes. They come. Even the ones I didn't think were going to be there with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But they was very supportive. The one she hung with all her life, they know where to be found. But you know, sad. It's real sad.
Yes, ma'am.
It's real sad.
Do you have any last words you would like to share to the listeners of Behind the Wall Talk right now?
Yes. Tucker family, again, my condolences. And again, Tucker family, the truth going to reveal. I know I can't bring the baby back, but the truth going to reveal. You will be able to have some peace in your heart. I will. But you will. She might not be here. But you're going to have peace. It's going to come out. And you're going to see that my daughter, she really, it's not like that. It's a Tucker, it's a Tucker. I ain't either. And to everybody else that's listening, even the ones who's out there taking pictures, they beat my daughter and made her piss on herself. They hit that girl with the brass knuckles. They did everything y'all could to bring them down. I pray for y'all. I pray for you. And I pray God have mercy on y'all. And I pray for that judge. Ask me. I pray for all of us.
Miss Mary, I thank you for sharing your truth with us at Behind the Wall Talk. I just want you to know that every story like yours adds strength to this movement. And we do stand with you in pain and in power and in your purpose. You know you can call me, you can text me, and I will be here for you in any way that I can. Once again, I thank you so much. I found a new family within you and Miranda. I hope y'all feel the same way.
Yes, daughter.
And, you know, we're going to talk again soon. And we are grateful that you gave your voice to Behind the Wall Talk.
I'm sorry I sounded like that, but the Solomon got me and everything. And
oh, you're fine. We understand.
okay.
And
I love